How do you describe this game? So on the Manchester United side, you could say words like tragic, disaster, discombobulated, cataclysm. Any word you use to describe it, it defines Manchester United. Manchester United have been unbeaten since God knows when. Liverpool have not had a great season. Okay, they've not lost in 4 in the Premier League. So this was the 5th game. This was that game that pushes them back and say, hey, you don't belong here in the top class. But that didn't happen because, hey, Jesus is Lord. Liverpool were in 7th heaven. As in 7th heaven. There was no way anybody out there in football world, in football paradise, were going to come out and say they predicted this result, this scoreline. Yes, Emmanuel Sebastian was sure they were going to win, but I'm not sure he saw the scoreline coming. My name is Idafi Matthews, and you love to comment on the spot, and I'm just here to react to the game that I just saw. There's plenty of my opinion coming in this game. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. We all offer membership already. Please join the group of our members, and you can send your thanks at any given time if you like what we do. Make sure you also comment and invite your friends to join in on what we're doing here. So let's talk about the game tactically, players' position, what happened in the game, and all that. That's what I want to do. I would spend some time talking about that one. Let's go. All right, here we go. So I'm not going to be as crazy, as delirious, as overtly excited. If you're a Liverpool fan, you can be that. But you know I'm an Arsenal fan, and yesterday's video was different because that comeback was not in the card. I didn't see that coming. And thanks to everybody who's been commenting on that video yesterday. Didn't expect that much, truckload of comments, but then saw a whole lot of it. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the support you're giving to this channel. Without you guys, we will be nowhere. I did not know how hard YouTube really is until I got so deep into it. I can't pull out anymore. I don't have a pull out game in this one. I'm going to stay there. And somebody who played as a outside right player who was always pulling out the ball, I don't have a pull out game for YouTube. But I'm going to beg you guys, please do well to subscribe to this channel. It gives me orgasm to see people subscribing to this channel, to see people commenting on our work. So let's talk about tactics a little bit. I'm going to use the squad board that I have here on my hand. Sorry, I have a computer in my hand. And I'm going to start with how Man United did it. This is straight out recording, so no edits, nothing can be showing on the screen, but I'm going to try and show you guys some things. So look at this screen if you can jolly well see it. Okay, so you see how Man United set up there, the team in black, and Liverpool the team in red. Look at the setup. Normally this is how they normally set up, so there is nothing untoward. 4-3-3 for Man United, and Liverpool is also a 4-3-3, but it's a diamond type of 4-3-3. It's different. Now let's go into the conversation properly and see how it is. Sorry, my bad. I'm going to revisit that again. It's actually Liverpool that is on the black side and Man United is on the red side in this design. And you see these 3 up front: Cody Gakpo, Nunez, and Salah. Those are the people you need to look at. But then there's a very particular area that people always talk about, which is the midfield. That Liverpool midfield is not good enough. But today, that's where they actually won the battle, where you have Henderson, Fabinho, and Elliott. And these 3 guys really did play the game that they needed to play. One, they made sure the press on Casemiro was very hard. The press on him was very hard because they didn't want him to have control. They didn't want him to dictate the pace of the game. They didn't want him to, to influence the game that much. So they were pressing very, very hard on him to the point where he just couldn't get in his reading. And once that didn't happen, I don't want to say it's a mistake, but I thought in my head this was a mistake. This was Erik ten Hag also underrating the Liverpool midfield quite a bit because he played Wargers in the number 10 position. Is he the kind of guy that should play in that position? Even if you want to do that, I thought that maybe Rashford would play in the number 10. He's not a running, couldn't do it with running, but would be the guy that you need in that kind of position. So I think they failed in that regard. Anthony is very wasteful with the ball, so it's not one of the guy you want to start in this type of game. But then again, they started him. I mean, they were on the run, they've been winning, they've not know how to lose a game. So this was one of those games where they cannot afford to think that, oh, things will go wrong. So probably they just felt like they can just show up and win. But again, sometimes these things happen, and we can blame all the coaches that we want to blame, say all the things we want to say, move about with our opinion, and do everything we want to do. But at the end of the day, things don't just always go the way we think they should go. So I'm going to look at it from this angle. Nunez scoring 2 goals, Cody Gakpo scoring 2 goals, and Mo Salah scoring 2. And a player who said he's no longer going to continue with Liverpool is going to leave at the end of the season. Talking about Bobby Firmino. Came off the bench with glue to his feet. You thought he had missed that ball. Still managed to squeeze that ball through the eye of the needle and got a 7 goal for them. But that's not my problem. I think that Manchester United came into this game having too much confidence, feeling too relaxed. I mean, they were just eating chicken wings, Newcastle chicken wings last weekend. So felt like, okay, they were anywhere they play, they win. But then you should understand that there should be a little bit of tiredness, a little bit of jadedness, and you should play your best players in their best position. I think that the players were not properly positioned in the Man United game. The defense, I don't have a problem with the defense. Dalot, Shaw, Varane, and Martinez in that position, fine. Coming into this game, you would say David De Gea is still one of the best goalkeepers of the 2 teams that are playing. So if you play David De Gea in goal, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think from the midfield, once you take away Casemiro is there. The other 2, Fred, should be on the bench. Play the players that you played previously in previous game, and you would get result. August, I don't think it was the guy that you needed in that number 10 position. That made it easy for a player like Firmino to feel very relaxed. I feel he can press more on Casemiro, because Casemiro is probably designed to orchestrate the whole drama in this game. That didn't happen. When they considered 2, you could still be having that feeling that, after Arsenal came from 2 goals down yesterday, they could still do that. This is Liverpool. But let's not forget that in 33 or 34 games, Liverpool have only lost once at home. So it's not like Liverpool, Anfield is a place where you just go to and get result all the time. Yes, they may have had a very bad season, but then again, this is like a derby game. This is not one of those games where you say, because Liverpool are having a poor season, then everything will go wrong. For me, I'm going to blame Erik ten Hag for this, that his selection was, suspect, was not good enough. Liverpool, put their best player in this game, having rested more than Manchester United, came into this game with one thing in mind, and one thing in mind only, to win. And coming into this game, people also said that Rashford will find joy against Trent Alexander-Arnold, that him and Trent Alexander-Arnold, there is no holding back. But then there was Elliott, who was a kid and was willing to work very, very hard. And the fact that they were pressing more on Casemiro, and the fact that they also, Rashford now had to play through the middle, and Bruno Fernandes had to play in that position where there was Trent Alexander-Arnold, meant that the problem that Man United came with, the threat that everybody expected Man United to come with, they didn't really come with it. So it wasn't much of a threat when you know that that player is not playing in that position, was playing out of position. If they were playing like Arsenal, where, you see Trossard and Martinelli exchanging position unannounced, that would have been better. But I think that was also the problem that they had. And I think that this one, I would practically say Manchester United have also shown something in football that if you underrate the opposition, but then again, what's the right that Manchester United have got to underrate a Liverpool in this game? That I don't know what to say. And Mo Salah have gone on to become the all-time Liverpool highest goal scorer in the Premier League, overtaking the son of God, Robbie Fowler. At the same time, he's also scored now in 5 consecutive games against Manchester United. He does know how to score against Manchester United. Talking about Manchester United, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo are playing against Manchester United for the very first time in their career, and they both scored 2 goals against Manchester United. Talk about a customer that you would want to play against regularly. I think that the story was already written in the sands of time and in the stars, because Cody Gakpo was a player that was already scouted by Manchester United, was waiting for the summer to become a Manchester United player, but that didn't happen as Liverpool pounced. And when he came in, everybody said that was the wrong move, but then see what he did against Manchester United. Probably in the future, he will still play for Manchester United, but this will not be a case of the shortest cost of Manchester United is to go through Liverpool first. And then he scored 2. Darwin Núñez, who's been missing goals, who's been missing chances, scored and created. Mo Salah, who's not been in his best element, also scored 2 goals and created as well. So you look at this game and you say to yourself, this Liverpool team, and this is where I bring in the question for this video. Can this Liverpool team not go on fend off, because now they are in 5th, they push Newcastle to 6th now. Can they fend off the challenge? Let's not forget, at one time this season they were 10th, sharing 10th and 9th with Chelsea. They've climbed up since then. Chelsea, between that time and now, Chelsea has spent 301 £1 million. Liverpool didn't spend that much. So for those people who are complaining about, what's it called? Your club doesn't know what he's doing. Think about Chelsea, for instance. Chelsea were in the same position with Liverpool, and Liverpool didn't spend 301 million. Liverpool didn't fire a coach and bring another coach. Liverpool have gone on to climb up to 5th position on the league table. Chelsea are still somewhere down there. I don't know the exact position they are. They won yesterday, scored 1 goal, keep a clean sheet. Let's not talk about Chelsea. This video is not for Chelsea. Can Liverpool, in your own opinion, fend off Newcastle? Let's take out again in hand on them. Can they fend off Newcastle and upstage Tottenham Hotspur and take that 4th position and qualify for the Champions League this season? That's one question. Second question. People always talk about the Premier League being very competitive, the best league in the world. If a team like Liverpool that have had a terrible season, struggle, wobble, and fumble all season, ends up making the top 4, would you say that is a sign that the league is very competitive, or the league in itself is very predictable? Because at the end of the day, it will be Arsenal, Man City, Man United, and Liverpool, most probably, that will be in the top 4 next at the end of the season. What do you think about it? And then, as a Liverpool fan, I always like to give the team that one. As a Liverpool fan, how do you rate this win, against many other of your victories over Manchester United, Manscom, as you guys call them, and as a Man United fan, how do you rate this defeat against many other of your defeats against Liverpool? Talk to me in the comment section. My name once again is Idafi Manchester. Like I say, I am pleading. This is the only business that I do. If this business crumble, me and my family and a lot of other people will suffer. I can't lie about it. Please do well to subscribe, share, and join our membership team. If you feel the need to do so, please help us by supporting us with thanks, with whatever it is you can support us with. We really want to grow this business, because this business, the growth of this business, will help the Nigerian league, will help grassroots football in Nigeria, and a whole lot of other young people who are aspiring to become sport journalists, podcasters, reporters, and video editors, and the rest of them. So your support for us is a support for an entire ecosystem. Thank you very much for viewing our video. We'll be back again with more, and don't forget to join the Sports Buffet Mondays to Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we stream live on our YouTube channel. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful time. Once again, congratulations to Liverpool, their fans, the players, and the coach who's been through a whole lot. I know that the Madrid defeat was not good for you guys, but it seemed to be like a springboard for you and giving you a reason to see your team differently. I guess Liverpool fans can now look and say, we can go to Madrid and perform a miracle that has never been done before. After all, Liverpool is that team that always know how to perform miracle. They did it in Istanbul against AC Milan. They did it against Barcelona. They've done it against a whole lot of teams. They just run over a very strong rival 7-0. Who knows? They just might be back in the title chase and come into the right title race. That's me joking anyway. You know that this title is for Arsenal. Arsenal doesn't win it this season. Football should be cancelled completely from the calendar. But whatever it is, congratulations to Liverpool fans, their players, and their coach, and everybody associated with the team. Bye.